All right, and we will continue with Ben Skowronek. Ben, your first question is from Eric Hansen.
Ben, there were some clutch plays in the passing game, including from you. How does this offense evolve from this point to maybe one that can have some explosive plays as well in the passing game?
Yeah, like Kevin Austin was saying, just staying consistent, coming every day to work, and when our number's called, just being ready to make the plays.
And we'll go next to Pete Sampson.
And it's interested, like when you have the hamstring injury earlier this season and you've had some injuries in the past, how frustrating is that? And you sort of question like, all right, is this going to happen for me?
Yeah, obviously it was very frustrating having a season-ending injury last year, and then the first game this year, pulling my hamstring, it was very frustrating. I wasn't really in a great place mentally, but I had a great support staff with my family. Guys like Ian, just having my back and always believing in me. And I was kind of like a kid before Christmas last night. I was so excited to play, so excited to get back out there with my brothers. Just going through adversity, it makes everything sweeter. So, being out there today was awesome, and being able to have some catches and produce was great as well.
And as a reminder, please use the raise hand function if you do have a question. We'll go next to George Bashura.
Hey, Ben, welcome back. Question for you. Made a pretty big play this afternoon that helped keep a drive going. And secondly, the second question I would say is, what was the weather conditions like on the field? I mean, you really can't tell that from TV. Was it very difficult to catch the ball? Was it affecting the passing game?
Yeah, it was obviously windy, but we practiced outside all week, and the wind was there all week. But I wouldn't say if it affected the passing game much. The wind's there as part of the game, so you just got to play with it and make the plays.
And our next question is from Nathan Atkins.
Hey, Ben. So I think you were described as a safety blanket earlier. Coach Kelly said you probably wouldn't like that definition. How do you view your game, and what do you think you add to this offense being the most experienced receiver here?
Yeah, like you said, experience. I played a lot of football, probably the most, on the perimeter in the offense. But, a lot of people would probably describe me as a possession receiver, but, I just want to be a playmaker, someone who can make a play when my number's called and, just be able to help the team win games. Being a winner is kind of how I'd like to be described, because that's what's most important to me, just going out there every game and getting the win. Stats aren't really that much. They don't mean that much to me. All I care about is winning.
And we'll go next to Pete Sampson.
Ben, could you sort of walk us through the 3rd and 7? I think it was a 13-yard catch, what you're looking for there, what Ian's looking for there, how you sort of get yourself open and just sort of that moment.
Yeah, we were expecting cover one, so Coach Reese called a great call for cover one beater, and just coming through on the shallow route, getting my eyes back to Ian, and then Ian putting the ball on me. It's a pretty easy play, just kind of running across the field. With all the other routes, the work is kind of done for me, so just catching the ball, getting upfield, and getting the first down.
And our last question for you is from Eric Hansen.
Ben, did you go out very early in COVID? Did you go out to California and work with Ian, quarantine with him out there? And if so, what did that experience help you? How did that pay off maybe now?
Yeah, just building a relationship with Ian. I went out there, I think for 2 weeks, probably overstayed my welcome, but we threw, a handful of times, and we just hung out. We created a bond, and I think, having a bond with your quarterback is so important. Having him be able to trust you and vice versa, me trust him. So, I guess it's paying off now, being able to have that trust and have that timing, because, we didn't have spring ball, so I knew I had to get some reps with Ian. It's all paying off now, and his family hosted me for 2 weeks, so it was a great time out in California. The weather out there was a lot nicer than Fort Wayne, Indiana, so I was happy to go out there.